Hello everybody. Today I have something to tell you guys. I'm back. Oh, so you back and why you gone for so long then? The reason is I kinda lazy. But I also work for this project. Right here. What project are you working on? Well, here it is. It's our anime series. Okay, but I have some questions when you are gone. Why you change from New Land Country Ball to Apple Wow? Why you private off your New Land videos? And what actually happened to your all channel? Well, I can explain this. So let me explain my all channel first. I remember that I used to be cringe and stupid back in like 2018 to 2022. And on November 2022, I did something that I shouldn't do. That's right, I changed my Gmail birthday to my actual birthday. And you know what is gonna happening, right? Yeah, but my dumb ass birthday didn't know. Then this happened. So that's how my all account was gone, including my YouTube channel. But I also tried to recover it just to receive nothing. Now you know how my all channel was gone. Honestly, it was very stupid. If I time travel, first thing I gonna do is I gonna smash my parcel. But I also wondering how my channel will look like now if I didn't do that mistake. Great, moving on. Next question. Why you private off your New Land videos? This one I can explain very short, I guess. You see, in the white room it was boring, and we are on outside now. The reason why I private off my New Land videos is because... Oh, you probably get this. Very boring. So that's why I decided to private off them. Great, again. Now last major question. Why you change from New Land Country Ball to Apple Wow? For this I need to tell you why I got a name New Land of Country Ball first. Back in 2020, if you didn't know, my all channel was created in 2020. When I was create a channel, I had problem with naming it. So I asked one of my friends to name it. And he came with WS2. And he think that the fact or profile should be in whoop style. So my first channel was originally named WS2, and this is how the fact looked like. Until somewhere in late May or June 2021, I changed from WS2 to New Land of Country Ball, along with the fact. For what reason? Well, I remember that other user used that name. That's why I changed from WS2 to New Land of Country Ball to not be confused with those channels. Now you know how New Land of Country Ball came from. Next is changing from New Land of Country Ball to Apple Wow. For start, this isn't originally fact of New Land of Country Ball. Why? Actually, I was originally making this fact for alternate history of Russia. I chose this fact because I don't want to create a new one. For Apple Wow, where is this name came from? Well, it came from my Omelette Archive account back in 2020. By the way, the website got shut down back in 2023. So Apple Wow was originally used for my Omelette Arcade account back in 2020. Later on September 2021, it was also used as my Roblox account. And now, this channel. For this is because New Land of Country Ball is for this character, New Land. But since I work on my new project, it became unclear why I should use it. And this is how I got from WS2 to New Land of Country Ball to Apple Wow. When did you start watching my channel, huh? Wait, I remember then you said major question? How about Miller question? First Miller question, why you use circle tool? Oh, you mean this tool? Yes, exactly. Well, the reason is I don't want to draw new circle every time, but now I try to fix it. By modifying a circle, I got this. Should I use this? Well, it's better than Circle 2, so I guess you should use it. I guess. Anyway, next Miller question. Can you prove that you are actually Newland of Country Boy that came back in November 2022 after your old channel was gone? Yes, you can go watch video in-depth question. Last Miller question. Do you think that your new anime series that you've been working on will end up like those Newland videos? Maybe, but I think it won't, and I adding a lot of stuff inside it. Like lore. Okay, so all questions have been answered, and I will see you again. Thank you.